Hey, welcome to Stock Madness, everybody. This is our update. Round two's over. We got through round one. These are the bracket whole deal thing. Now we're in round two, and that's the end. Today, well, Friday marks the end. Today we got the winners here. So
What round are we in?
this is the end of round two.
Oh, okay. I thought you said we were in round two. I was like, no, we're in the final four here.
Yeah. I got a little bit of sports up there.
I was just making sure. I was just making sure that you had your days right.
I don't need to wear a shirt every day to prove it to people that I know sports.
I have 3 shirts. I don't know what to tell you.
I got to wear this one every day.
Yeah, every day.
Okay, if you're not familiar with how this is going, just like March Madness basketball style, we changed the rules a little bit to draw it out, give stocks more of a chance to perform. We got some really interesting things to share, I think. Do you?
Yeah.
I'm
yeah.
excited.
Super interesting.
Do you want to start?
I can start if you'd like.
I think you should.
I'll start with my Microsoft Take-Two matchup there. Take-Two is one that I was pulling for, and unfortunately Amazon was just a beast for the last 2 weeks. Or not Amazon, sorry, Microsoft. Well, Amazon too, but Microsoft just absolutely killing it. Seemingly can't do anything wrong. I mean, every news story that comes out seems to be positive, whether it's teams, whether it's partnering with the NBA, whatever it is, they're doing a great job. So for me, Microsoft is moving on into my Final Four. Over Take-Two.
Over Take-Two. And really, Take-Two just faded away. I mean, other than that,
They were just kind of riding momentum, and they did well too, by the way. It's not like they crapped the bed on me. They just, they couldn't keep up with Microsoft.
No, that's fair. And to be honest, like you've got Microsoft as going into, this is what do they call this? The final round before we go against each other?
This is the Elite Eight going into the Final Four.
Final Four. So you got Microsoft going into your Final Four.
Final.
Got what?
My Final Two.
But the round is Final Four.
The Final Four.
Do we say it that way?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, but I would think maybe next week is a little bit calm. It's been so far so fast, but it's a good stock to have. And it's not that Take-Two was bad. It just sort of faded away today.
Well, you know what they say is
Friday.
when you get to this round of the tournament or this far into the tournament, there's no bad teams left. You know, everyone's going to be playing really well. It's just who can outperform the other one.
Nice.
That's it.
That's a good saying there. I like it. So are they seeing a chart of Microsoft Take-Two, the performance?
Yep, they already saw it.
Over the last 2 weeks. Okay, perfect. Do you want to do your other one or you want me to go?
You can go ahead.
Okay, so mine, we'll start with the more interesting one at the moment. I had Intuit going against Walt Disney in the final race there. And though I love Disney, if I got to compete with his Microsoft, I'm happy that Intuit won. Gained a 10.78% on the chart there versus my 7% in Disney. So I've got the more volatile stock going against Microsoft, but I'm just assuming at the moment.
Yeah.
I've got the more volatile stock there. I do like Disney, but I think to compete and win this prize, I think I've got to be happy with Intuit.
One, I don't know why you put prize in quotes. That was disrespectful. Two, the Disney, crazy to see. I mean, Disney was down late in the week, but they got a nice little pop, the last couple days here, looking at the chart.
Well, we know from today. It was up 3% when we did the outside the virus.
That's right. Yeah,
4.5% to close the day.
Yeah, why? I mean, what was the it's just
general volatility. It's still within the range. It's just been chopping around inside of a range there. So it's not that there was any great news today other than, the economy's getting back open little by little. They'll be included, not in phase one, but they'll be included in that mix as well. So movies, bars, and restaurants, they're also not included in phase one, but they got a little bit of a boost. So I'm happy. Hey, if Disney's on its way back to being open, I'm happy.
Well,
open one park. How about that?
I'm happy that they will. Not in a bad way. I'm just happy they're not moving on in Stock Madness. This is just one less show where we have to all hear about Disney. It's every show we got to hear about Disney one way or another. So finally, this will be one where we don't have to hear about it. So that's good.
We were talking yesterday about like somebody saying something, or on the outside the virus. We were talking about like at some point I'm going to say something that offends like a lot of people.
Yeah.
Or maybe Disney is offending people. But Disney's gone, so no more Disney on talk of this show. But we'll probably cover it 4 or 5 more times on this show.
Why? It's over.
No, it's over.
My next one would be Amazon. Amazon moving on for me. Amazon's going to be taking on Microsoft. Another one of those ones that just, Amazon especially, just absolutely crushed it this week. Another one that seemingly there's just nothing bad to say about it. Just absolutely...
stay-at-home stock.
One of those stay-at-home stocks. Their only bad news was, 2 weeks ago? When they said they're not doing Amazon shipping anymore. They had a wait list for their grocery, demand surges, Amazon Prime numbers are way up as far as, or what is that, Amazon Fire? Where do you watch Amazon? Amazon Fire? Amazon Prime?
It ain't me.
Amazon. You watch it on Amazon, those numbers are up anyway. So yeah, they took down Berkshire Hathaway. Berkshire Hathaway was up what 3% on the last 2 weeks, so kind of a steady Eddie while Amazon killed it. So
But for anybody just tuning in, like that, those weren't two random picks. You had a really good theory behind picking those to be a part of your original portfolio. You know, the 8 that we had. Berkshire Hathaway in the financials is the most volatile stock. He picked the biggest holding in the financials category, figuring they would do well. Financials just didn't do well over the last couple weeks. They've been the second worst performing sector out of the market, so it's just timing on that one. Good stock, good choice for wanting to think that way, but no match for Amazon and the stay-at-home stocks. Amazon 19% versus the 3% in Berkshire Hathaway.
Yeah.
Both respectable returns for a 2-week period, but Amazon 20% in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
That's nice.
So like I got 2 virus-proof stocks kind of going up against each other.
You really do. It's perfect timing for having either the economy start to open again, or maybe they take their sweet time and don't open it. You still got 2 good stocks to go on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, my final 2 was J.P. Morgan and Molson Coors. Not by design, they just happen to be competing that way. J.P. Morgan, so J.P. Morgan wins, thank goodness.
Yeah, that was one I was rooting against, but
Yeah, you needed TAP to go against any one of your picks because that would have probably just hands down crushed it.
Yep.
But J.P. Morgan beats Molson Coors 6% to the 3.75%.
it was a close one.
For Molson. It wasn't a bad stock. I mean, I don't dislike the stock, but now we're talking strategy.
Yeah.
I need to make sure I've got the more volatile names going against his volatile names. So I had a talk with J.P. Morgan last night into it. We said, let's just wrap this thing up.
Was that tonight or was that today? It kind of took the lead there.
No, it was last night because look, if you go back one day, if we just take yesterday's performance, look how much closer that was.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
J.P. Morgan losing.
Yeah.
Today, 8.9% on J.P. Morgan. I needed today. That was a last-minute rally last night. I was here till 1 o'clock. I was talking to Jamie Dimon. I'm like, what do you got to do? Give me something.
Wow.
9% gain all in one day.
Wow. You haven't talked to him in a while too, so that was a big call.
Well, he had the heart thing.
Oh,
He was in the
okay.
hospital. I wished him well.
That's right. That's right.
You know.
Yeah.
We should have done that. What if we would have send him like a flower bouquet of jazz records or something while he was in the hospital? We got to think of these things.
I didn't know he was in the hospital.
He had a minor heart issue.
I didn't know.
Back to work in 2 days.
What a man.
Yeah. No, he's a tough guy. He's a tough guy. Anyways, I got J.P. Morgan and Intuit going against each other. Next week, you've got Amazon, Microsoft. That's going to be a good match.
That's a good match there. And I told you earlier that I was thinking about throwing a loop through this whole thing here. And I've changed my mind since then. I was going to try and negotiate everything down to 1 week. I wanted 1 week in this matchup, and then you and I, the final round.
I'll take the deal.
You want that?
I would take the deal. You know why I'd take the deal?
Tell me.
Because your 2 stocks are way overbought.
Yes.
As of this Friday. So if next week they pull back, all mine have to do is stay the same. I've got a financial, and I've got Intuit, which isn't extended either. So I've got 2 stocks that have room to gain a little steam. They're not extended. Want to take the deal?
So there was 2. I really wanted to. I really was thinking about throwing that out there, but I had changed my mind. But initially, I was trying to figure out how to negotiate it. But we're just gonna stay the course. We're gonna try this thing out.
Okay. One last thing we'll wrap it up with. What I did is, so naturally the 8 stocks you picked, you believed in. The 8 stocks I picked, I believed in. I had different reasons and their different categories and maybe a little strategy, but we each started with 8 stocks, and naturally we thought that those were each 8 good stocks. So what I did is I built a portfolio of all your 8 stocks. I built a portfolio of all of my 8 stocks, equal weighted, meaning I didn't give them any, I didn't say 50% Amazon and then spread the rest over them. Equal weighted, 12.5% to each stock in each portfolio, and we'll put it up on the screen. What I did is I just saw as a portfolio, are they doing well? They both basically are doing well. Yours is lagging behind a little bit, which is not bad. You got what's backwards? Since the beginning of time there. Yeah. So we'll put it up on the screen there. Not bad as portfolios.
Yeah.
You know?
As a whole, it's not bad, right?
No, I don't think so. And there's still 2 weeks left to go. We'll track that, though. We'll keep that just to see what if somebody just played along with all the stocks
Yeah.
and didn't weed them out through the time there.
I like it.
So we'll see how it goes.
That was a cool little perk.
Yeah,
Nice.
no problem. What else you got?
That's it. I'm done. I got nothing else.
You're done.
I threw everything else out there.
All right. Hey, let us know what you think below. Those stocks going against each other, do we stand a chance? Who's going to win this thing? Because there's a prize that supposedly is really cool. JP Morgan versus Intuit. That's my next match with
Microsoft and
Microsoft. Amazon. What do you think's best? Let us know. And thanks for watching. You never say thanks.